Welcome to another edition of Smart Chat here on YouTube.com. And as one of my buddies said, it hit him, the sadness hit him when he seen Jason Nix return his cable boxes. And that's right, the New York Yankees, being that it's September 26th, are now out of the playoffs officially with their loss yesterday to the Tampa Bay Rays. And it's only the second time that the Yankees missed the playoffs in I believe the last 20 years. So as a Yankee fan, you kind of don't know what to do with yourself right now. You want to see playoff baseball, but unfortunately that is not happening. And that's not happening because of all the injuries that you had this year. Jeter twice, Teixeira, Granderson, A-Rod, Euclid, you got him, he went down. Hafner, you got him, he went down. And you found yourself, and I know I'm repeating myself because I've made a video similar to this before, but you found yourself with your Lyle Overbays, your Vernon Wells, your Ichiros, who are, no longer in the prime of the career, but they did manage to put things together for you with great pitching that you had. And, being that the main players were out, you at the very least got meaningful baseball going into September, although it did not happen the way you would want it to, ideally, as a Yankee fan. So now going into this off season, there are a ton of questions as a Yankee fan that you may have and that you wonder about. How will the team look like next year? Now, the rumor is that the Yankees want to get underneath the $189 million mark to avoid the luxury tax. Now, let me ask you this. For some Yankee fans out there, are they willing to accept the cut in the payroll? Now, let's get something straight. $189 million is something of a great payroll, but it's not what the Yankees are accustomed to as far as the contracts that I have. Maybe that's not the right word, but the point I'm trying to make is with this off season and how things have unfolded, you have questions, uncertainties. Andy Pettitte, he will be retiring. Mariano Rivera retiring. A-Rod, what will happen to him? Will he be playing next year at all? Will he be suspended? And, speaking of A-Rod, say what you wanted to say about A-Rod, but he came back. He was a very, very valuable player for you guys as a Yankee fan. He took the criticism that was given to him and simply put his head down and continued to plug away. Almost to the point where it seems that the fans that were against A-Rod all of a sudden turned ship, changed their mind, and started joining A-Rod when, even they started thinking enough with picking on A-Rod. Constantly where he would go, he would be booed, treated, pitched at, hit. And I think that tide changed for him when he had the Dempster incident with the Red Sox against the Yankees. That's when the momentum switched more behind A-Rod's side, more than before. Anyway, you wonder about A-Rod. Soriano now, 38 years old. Is he able to put another season like he did this year when he joined the Yankees, which was phenomenal? Is he able to do that? Question to be answered still. CC Sabathia, who signed that large contract, gave you 4 great years. This year was an off year. Will he be able to do that? And then you have the impending questions of free agency. Cano, are you able to bring him back? Are you able to give him a long-term contract? Are you willing to give him a long-term contract? 6 years, 7 years, which is what he seems that he wants. And if you've been following baseball, long-term contracts really never do work out. You pay for it, as the later years go on. If the Yankees are not willing to give Cano such a big contract, who's willing to give that to them? One might argue the Dodgers. Granderson, is he coming back? Free agent as well. Your manager, Joe Girardi, will he be back? All indications are that he is happy, that he wants to come back. But again, it's ultimately, sometimes, majority of the times, about the almighty dollar. CC Sabathia, can he come back and give you a better season that he had this year? Now that Mariano is gone, who will be your closer? Could David Robertson step up and be that closer? What you usually find is that people that aren't closers become closers. They want to, especially in this case where you're taking over a role held by the great Mariano Rivera, you just hope that he does not change his pitching and try to be something that he's not in regards to David Robinson. Who will be your starting pitchers? Will Corota be back? He was probably arguably the best pitcher the first half, and then he fizzled out. Will he be back? Will you sign him? So right now, the way it looks like it, you only have really 3 pitchers going into next year. Sabathia, Nova, and, Pineda. That brings another question. Will Pineda be something of value after not pitching for practically a whole year? Derek Jeter, will he be able to be back and contribute? 2 major injuries this year. So, as one of the last Yankee videos that I'm doing here, we're entering a really uncharted territories as far as interesting offseason. Worries, questions, something that you never had really in the past couple of years. So let me know what your thoughts are on the Yankees going into the offseason. And until next time, later.